What is going on, everybody? Welcome to episode number 5 of Trying Tottenham, and this time around in this episode we go in by Jermaine Genius, who's got some absolutely massive stats for a silver player and a very good center midfielder, but he's also no longer at Tottenham. He's actually at QPR. He transferred, I think, in the middle of last season, or in the last transfer window before this one, but he does have a Tottenham card, so of course we're going to buy it. And he's got some pretty ridiculous stats, and wasn't really cheap by any means. He was kind of expensive, but he is a very good silver player, so I didn't expect anything less. But as you can see there, we actually managed to have a sub from Tottenham on the bench. So we've got 12 Tottenham players, and the squad is coming along quite nicely. We've got all the bronze players. We're getting to the end of the silver players. We actually have got quite a lot, but we go into the championship match of the Silver Shield, and we come up against a 4-3-3 Liga MX team, La Liga Mexicana. He's got a bunch of Mexican players, and I know the left winger is actually, I can't even remember his name. I knew his name, but I can't remember right now. But I think the striker is the guy who has around 88 heading. But he sends in a ball right there, and I clear it to the middle for whatever reason, and Villa just puts it right past Kudicini. There was really nothing he could do there. I knew as soon as I passed it in the middle that was it. That was going to be a goal. But we try and come back, and in the 28th minute, we actually get a corner kick after a shot is blocked from Iago Falque. But we send in the cross, and it gets sent out before Jermaine Genius picks it up and manages to score his debut goal. Like I said in the last episode, in case you missed it, our players seem to get debut goals almost half the time. All of our players, not all of our players, but most of our players end up getting debut goals. But he comes straight back, and Martin Bravo, his left winger of all people, one of the tiniest players on his squad, manages to pick up a goal in the, I guess it was the second half by then. I'm not pretty sure. I can't actually remember. But he scores another goal through a cross and a header with Villa. So he's up 3-1, and it's the 75th minute. And he sends through Montero, who plays for Monarcas, which is actually he plays for Morelia, which is actually the place where my father is from, or my dad, whatever you fancy calling it. But that's how the Silver Shield tournament finally ended. We lost that game 4-1. Pretty unlucky, but Jermaine Genius did get his debut goal. It was our only goal. But what can you do? You win some, you lose some. And considering the team he had and the team that I had, I did have 2 bronze players. But it was a pretty decent game. I didn't really deserve to win it at the end of that. But there's nothing really you can do. And what I noticed was that I was missing a lot of pace. And Fredericks has a lot of pace in the front three, but he doesn't really have much good control. I don't know. Maybe it's just because he is a bronze player. But it was time that we injected some pace into the squad and some good dribbling, and that Townsend represents that perfectly. He's got 87 pace and 76 dribbling, I believe. He's left-footed, has got 3-star skills, and was an absolute monster in FIFA 12. He was an absolute god. I loved having him in my silver squads, and he was really good, even though he lacked the 4-star skills. It seemed like he could just put any shot away, and it was pretty ridiculous, all the goals that he managed to score for me. But we go into the Silver Shield right away, and we come up against Iniesta Juniors, I believe was what he was called. But he's got Aloha Park, so I had a feeling that he had a really crappy team, and I was correct. He's rocking the 4-3-3, so he obviously changed formation. He's got 1 silver player, and I think that's why he's playing the Silver Shield. But if I were him, I would have stuck to the bronze tournament, because he does not have the team to go into the silver tournament with. But in the 24th minute, it actually took us quite a while to score, but Harry Kane finally got through, manages to put it away into the far post with his right foot. In the 26th minute, so we were up 1-0, a good goal from Harry Kane. And it's about time that our strikers started to score more consistently, because we had bronze strikers and they did a pretty good job. But it's about time we got some consistent scoring going on. And in the 42nd minute, it actually took us quite a while to get another goal, but Harry Kane intercepts the pass out from the goalkeeper and puts it into the back of the net. And I felt kind of bad doing that, because I saw the team that this guy had, and I knew he didn't really stand a chance against my team. But I was just going to try and get as many goals as I could, because, well, you need those 5 goals so that you can get the maximum coin boost. And then he started to do this, and he scored the first own goal, and I thought, alright, well, it's the end of the second half. I'll start off with the ball, and I'll just keep it so that he doesn't end up wasting my time all half. But he went on to do this 14 more times throughout the game. I couldn't get the ball back. As soon as he'd get it, he'd just launch it to his goalkeeper and score an own goal. Never went out for a corner kick. And we end up winning the game 17-0. Harry Kane manages to pick up 2 goals, and his goalkeepers pick up, let's see, I think I figured it here. He actually switched goalkeepers around like halftime to another goalkeeper who manages to score 6 goals, or 6 own goals. and the other goalkeeper scored 8 own goals. So pretty fantastic stats for those goalkeepers. They managed to score a shitload of goals in that game. So we won that 17-0, and we go and buy another right mid who it comes in the form of Bostock. And Bostock has been all over the place. I think he's been transferred as well out of Spurs, but he started off originally as a center mid. But I've got plenty of center mids in the silver squad, and I have a lack of right mids. As you can see, I've got Dawkins at the right wing position right now because Fredericks was out of fitness, and I was going to put Dawkins in, but we've got Bostock, and Bostock has like 74 pace, so not too terrible for a winger. You did wish he had more. He's got 3-star skill, and he's right-footed, but we do have a silver winger in every position now, the left wing and the right wing. So we're looking to score some more goals because we know that the silver players are about to be a lot better than the bronze players. We go into the second game of this episode, or actually the third game. My fault, the third game, and we come up against a 5-2-1-2 all Mexican team. It's not Liga MX because Giovanni Dos Santos' brother Jonathan Dos Santos is in this team, but we come up pretty quick, and Bostock scored that debut goal that I was talking about with his left foot, actually in the 20-something minute, I believe that was. But we go in and we score again with Jermaine Genius, and he's getting some goals right now from the middle of midfield in the 22nd minute, and we're up 2-0, and he sends a long ball, and I was always going to be susceptible to these long balls because his players were very fast, and I've got some pretty pacey center backs, but those strikers just have too much pace. And then he does this celebration, which is one of the celebrations that pisses me off. It's that, the little flailing arm thing, and the shush celebration. I really just can't stand those. They're just so annoying, and there's really no point in doing it, especially if you're losing 2-1. But he crosses the ball, and Aldo Denigri scores a header, and I think he's got a man of the match card, but he does have very good heading, so I pretty much expected him to score that goal. But here comes Townsend working on the left side of the pitch before he gives it to Harry Kane, back to Townsend, and Townsend smashes that in with his right foot, and he's in a 3-star weak foot, but from that range you're not really going to miss. And because he pissed me off with his celebration, I'm going to go ahead and do my own celebration and do the flailing arm thing and the celebration that he was doing. I have no idea what those celebrations are called, but if you do know, you can feel free to drop it in the comments. But all I know is that they pissed the hell out of me. But we do go and get another goal, and this time it comes through Luongo. He actually scores his second goal for the team, and we're 4-2 up, and it's a pretty comfortable lead right now. I'm not really worried. Even though it is the 74th minute, he does still have a slim chance of coming back, especially because he does have a pretty strong team with those Liga MX players, or actually that Mexican silver team. But we pretty much put the game away with Kumalu in the 76th minute. Manages to get above the center back and put the ball into the back of the net with a very nice header. And I think that's his very first goal for the team as well. But we end up winning the game 5-2, and that is how this episode is going to end. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Feel free to like and subscribe if you want to keep up with this series. I've got about a few more episodes left. But other than that, I hope to see you guys next time.